Welcome to Coffee Time with Frank and Joe. I'm Joe.
I'm Frank. Let's have some coffee.
We're going to talk about some of the
Q&A?
Yeah, the Q&A.
Yes. Okay, so this question comes from Jason. He said, should I speak to my kids in English at home if my English is not good?
Good question.
Yeah, what do you think?
Definitely. For me, accent doesn't really matter. Accent, grammar, like Chinglish, as you say, it doesn't matter. It's actually good that your kid listens to different accents and different ways of speaking, even if it's wrong, because they'll learn that, they'll know it's not right, and they're not going to replicate it, right? Because they come and they learn English at like a cram school, like a school like Americans. So they know it's wrong, and they're not going to laugh at you. Whether they laugh at you or not, that's them, but they're not going to replicate it. That's the thing. And that's how the world we live in, right? There's different accents, different ways of speaking. So you go to Singapore, they say this way, even though it's English. You go to England, it's the same thing in Australia. So there's no one perfect way. As long as you try and you speak English with them and you try to, don't worry about the accent or grammar or anything like that.
And just want to add in something. We always talk about the parents building some kind of bond at home with their kids.
Yeah.
Also building a habit to speak English at home. And it all starts with the mom and dad, right?
Yeah.
So what if your accent is not so accurate, or you make a few grammar mistakes here and there, right? That's what you're saying.
Yeah. That doesn't matter.
Yeah, absolutely. Try it out. Keep doing it.
Yeah.
Be consistent. Don't give up. Just keep going. And then the kids will eventually follow along, right?
Yeah, Jason. Just don't stop.
Thank you, Jason. That's a good question.
Second question that we got is, how do I get my kids to read more? Okay, we hear this a lot, right?
Yes. Most of the time, I feel like the parents like to choose the books for them. Just to be honest, not every kid's gonna like what mom and dad likes, right? I think reading, if we want to make it fun and interesting, there has to be interest, right? We really recommend that maybe take them to a bookstore. They can go in there, browse the different stories, browse the different books, even magazines maybe, right? Magazines, libraries, yes. They have whole list of different kinds of stories, right? We have scary ones, we have mystery. Basically is you give your kids the freedom to choose the books and stories that they're interested in. I think that would be a very good first step in bringing reading to the house.
I totally agree, and probably want to add like a routine in their daily life of reading. For example, before bedtime, read a story to them, or make that time a reading time. People in general, they'll learn through routine. They can't just read once or twice and then they'll be avid readers. You have to set up a routine for them first, and then once they realize, hey, it's not that bad, I really like it, they'll set up their own routine for reading.
Absolutely. Routines are very important.
Yeah, and also I think setting a good example. You want your kid to read more. Do you read? That's what I kind of want to ask, like the parents. Do you read a lot at home? Do you set this example of, hey, reading's fun, or this should be done? If you don't do it, then why would they do it? So if you're not an avid reader, I always say it's hard for them to be avid readers.
Right.
It goes hand in hand.
Yep. So whenever I'm reading at home, I'm trying to make sure my kid's watching me.
That's right. I'm reading.
Hey, I'm reading something cool right now. Just to get it going, it going in the house, right?
That's right.
Do whatever you need to do.
Yeah. Good.
Okay, so let's move on to our main topic today. Joe and I have been teaching in Taiwan for a very long time, over 15 years. So we want to kind of share a little bit about where we came from, our backgrounds, and maybe like why we decided to open this school. What's our goal, right?
Sure.
All right, you want to start first?
Sure. I came to Taiwan in 2003. Started teaching English then. So I've been doing this for 21 years, 22 years. I was doing IT before, computers, software. When I came, I wanted a break. I hated my job before. And I came to Taiwan. I have family here, so I could stay with them cheaply. I was going to relax for a year. But then I had to do something. So I went to teach English. And I realized I really love teaching. Seeing kids grow and speak something that they couldn't before. It really gave me a sense of like achievement, accomplishment. So I went to get my master's. Went back, got my master's in elementary education, and then I came back, and I realized, and that's really propelled me to the next level because I realize now why certain students have issues learning. And that's what you learn at the high level for education is not how to teach, but why certain kids learn the way they do. So once you understand that, you can kind of adapt your way of teaching according to them. And I think that's the problem that a lot of teachers in general don't do, is that they don't adapt. And for me, I really realized that's really important for teaching, especially English as a second language. A lot of them, they're scared, it's hard, and they're uncomfortable doing it sometimes. So if you make it very adapt, if they're very, very shy, I do all the talking. They don't feel like, oh, I have to say a lot of stuff. And then slowly they'll warm up and they'll speak more. So you can't just be like, all right, tell me something about it, tell me everything. They don't know how to do it, right? So I feel like that really helped my teaching and coming to this school. I met Frank at our previous school, and we have the same way of thinking. We just want to create this environment where kids actually learn in a fun way. That's our logo, actually, making English fun again. And a lot of schools try to do it, but I feel like they don't know how to do it. For Frank and I, we really, it took us some time, but we've really figured out the formulas of how to make kids fun, like love coming here, have a good time, learn English. But at the same time, they must be confident in themselves, and and that can speak this second language or third language. Yeah.
For myself, I've been teaching in Taiwan for, I think this is my 18th year. And I started out my studies as a psychologist major. I majored in psych, and I was going to do psychotherapy. And then I realized that doing psychotherapy for adults is not very fun.
Sad.
I'm hearing people's problems every single day. Right?
Yeah.
So I decided to move to another branch of psychotherapy for children. We learn about learning disabilities. What's the best way to teach children?
Right.
That's what I mastered in, and then I got my children's education degree, and I came to Taiwan. I feel like this is the best place to kind of like, I guess I'll feel appreciated. Because I'm teaching them a language that's very important to their futures.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel that what my job right now doing, teaching them the English language is actually very important. It's very crucial. So, and then that brings me fast forward. I went through kindergarten for almost 10 years. So I started out with the younger kids, and then I moved myself up to elementary, middle school, high school. And I realized that the way the Taiwanese education right now, the traditional way, it's I don't want to say it's bad, but definitely out of date. Because the world is moving forward, and we need to get our kids to be learning in a different way instead of traditionally, maybe something with more creativity. So that's where Joe and I have in common. We feel that the basis of learning, good learning, is fun and confidence, right?
Yeah.
And when you get those two together, learning actually becomes easy, and it's not such a burden for the kids, right? And that's what we want to create here in our school at AmeriKids. And we pass this down along to our teachers. We don't give our teachers like a lot of pressure or anything. We want to make sure that our students here are having fun and building confidence in the English language and also in different aspects of their lives.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's how we started the school.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
That's our main topic today.
Yeah. So we just wanted to show you, just tell a little bit about ourselves. Some of you listeners already know, but we just want to tell everybody our story.
And if you have any questions, comments, please leave them down below.
Yeah, we're always like, you don't have to, anytime you have any English questions about your kid or just English in general, feel free to leave a question anytime.
Yep, we'll help out. And remember to like, subscribe, and hit the bell.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.